This week in Jamaica Now, government launches probe into Chinese workers at a popular auto shop. Not Mr. Chin's shop. JLP Councillor warns against family ties determining who replaces Karl Samuda as the party's representative in St. Andrew North Central. And 3 days of darkness. The police say a 13-year-old girl was abducted by a religious leader to be used in a ceremony. I'm Jovan Johnson and this is Jamaica Now. The government has launched an investigation into the employment status of several Chinese mechanics working at a fast-growing auto repair shop in Ferry Pen near the St. Andrew-St. Catherine border. Labour Minister Pernell Charles Jr. confirmed on Thursday that his ministry is probing whether all legal and regulatory requirements have been met by the workers at the WH car service.
We want to assure the public that a comprehensive investigation is currently underway to determine whether all legal and regulatory requirements, including valid work permits and employment documentation, have been satisfied.
The Chinese-owned operation has drawn large crowds and social media buzz for its quick and reportedly more affordable vehicle repairs. The shop has drawn customers from across the island, many of whom arrived before dawn to secure a spot.
Vehicles have been here from 3 o'clock this morning. Yes, you heard me right, 3 o'clock this morning. Today, it is highly unlikely that all will get through. They have been told to come back tomorrow. That is a word from the operators of this new car business on the ferry. And if you look down the road, that's the view down the road, but it's not done yet. Coming around the corner, this is it.
A notice now caps the number of vehicles serviced each day at 30, citing overwhelming demand. Director Ming Jian Cheng explained that the restriction is to preserve quality as the business, which launched just 2 months ago, adjusts to its rapidly expanding clientele. Currently, 10 Chinese mechanics are employed at the facility. Ming said their presence is not to undercut Jamaican mechanics, but to provide a complementary skill set. He also revealed plans to hire and train local workers. Ming also pointed to future plans for expansion into other parishes and to begin selling car parts locally. However, he noted there are difficulties sourcing rare parts in Jamaica. Veteran Jamaican mechanic Steve Holland welcomed the presence of the shop, saying it could lower car part prices and promote training. The shop has already serviced 1,000 vehicles. Jamaica Labour Party JLP Councillor Susan Senior is warning against using family ties to settle the race to replace veteran MP Karl Samuda in St. Andrew North Central. Her comments come amid growing internal tensions over who will be the JLP's representative in the general election expected by September. Ms. Senior has endorsed Samuda's constituency vice chairman, Senator Delano Seiveright. His main rival is reported to be attorney Christian Tavares Finson, son of JLP stalwart Tom Tavares Finson, who is also the Senate president. Speaking on Good Friday, the Norbrook Division councillor said kinship should not decide who leads.
There's a lot of people in politics that when they get a seat, they think that when the time comes for them to move on, their son or their daughter or grandson should take over. It's not a business place. This is an institution that was formed by the then Alexander Bustamante. Yes. And so for me, the person that really know the path and willing to walk the path, and the people that are in the area, set them accordingly, should be rightfully so selected. I'm a councillor, and if I'm a councillor, I should be able to step from one stage to another and to become member of parliament. It's not for the member of parliament to decide that, oh, I'm going out, and so therefore my son, I want to put my son there. No, it's not the session shop that when them leave, them send for another Chinese brother or niece or nephew.
A party insider suggests that Mr. Seiveright's surprise Good Friday announcement of his application to replace Mr. Samuda was strategic, preempting a possible announcement of Mr. Tavares Finson. JLP officials, including General Secretary Dr. Horace Chang, Mr. Seiveright and Mr. Christian Tavares Finson, have declined to comment. And a once solid political friendship in the JLP appears to be unravelling, as Councillor Susan Senior has voiced strong disappointment over colleague Kari Douglas's reported support for a rival candidate to succeed Mr. Samuda. Ms. Senior said she was disappointed that Ms. Douglas was publicly supporting attorney Christian Tavares Finson's bid for the St. Andrew North Central seat. Ms. Senior is supporting Delano Seiveright. Ms. Douglas, a former People's National Party councillor who crossed the floor in 2020, is reportedly eyeing the Whitehall division, the other division in St. Andrew North Central. Ms. Senior said she does not oppose Douglas's ambition, but her approach is problematic.
It's like when you throw dirty water in my face. I can't do that. If you have sat down to me and say, all right, Susan, I will be supporting Christian, so I will be moving around in the division. So if you're hearing anything, don't feel anyway. And even so, I would not take it nicely either, because I would not do the same. I could not go into Trafalgar Division for my friend, and I know that she's not supporting the person that I'm moving around with. For me, that's not friendship. And she didn't need to put herself out there like that. Kari has potential. She's intellectual. She's also a daughter of a politician. She has run as constituency caretaker MP, and also she's a winning councillor. She lost in the last election. And for me, she has a big thing under her belt. So she shouldn't run out with anybody. She should have calm, watch where the waves are going, and then eventually she'll get there.
And a person of interest has been named in a case of alleged theft and shooting in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, which JLP Senator Delano Seiveright says involved his driver. Mr. Seiveright, in a statement on Tuesday, said that the driver, an ex-soldier, responded to a threat but no one was hurt. He stressed that the incident wasn't political and happened outside his St. Andrew North Central constituency after the driver's duties ended. The police say the incident occurred early Sunday near Oberlin High and followed an attempted car break-in. The suspect, known only as Bug, is being urged to surrender. A vehicle linked to the case has been seized. The police say they have no information linking the incident to politics. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has issued a warning that a singular focus on increasing wages as a solution for the nation's broader economic challenges would be doomed to failure. He says the country must also take aim at the fundamental issue of low productivity. According to Mr. Holness, increasing national output, particularly in agriculture, is key to sustainably managing inflation.
If Jamaica is to compete in its peer group, the way in which our intellectuals and some of our public opinion leaders think about our society will have to change and understand that what they held sacrosanct a decade ago does not hold today. We must be agile. We must become efficient. We must become more productive. And we must become more peaceful as a people. And that is what this administration is driving for. That is not with any sugarcoating. That is not with any beautiful speaking. That is just telling you what the realities are.
The Prime Minister was speaking Wednesday during the official launch of the Panarsos Agro Park in southern Clarendon. And opposition leader Mark Golding says the upcoming general election will present Jamaicans with a choice of either sticking with what he argues is an unsuitable Andrew Holness administration or electing his PNP to lead.
Are they going to stick with this corrupt government, which has been responsible for so many scandals, so much misappropriation of public resources, which is led by a Prime Minister whose integrity commission declarations cannot be certified, who is under investigation for the corruption offense of illicit enrichment, who is one of 8 members of Parliament who are under such investigation for illicit enrichment, none of whom on their side, none of their MPs or senators have signed the Leadership Code of Conduct produced by the Integrity Commission. We have all signed it, signed on to the 7 principles of good governance, because we want to deliver for Jamaica with a clean government that the people can have trust and confidence in. We not come for thief, rip off, or do anything wrong with the people and money. The people's money must be used for the people, only for the people, and nothing but the people.
The Integrity Commission last year said it could not conclude on the question of illicit enrichment in its probe of the Prime Minister's finances. Dr. Holness has also rejected any allegations of wrongdoing and is challenging the IC's report in court. Mr. Golding was speaking at the official presentation of Dr. Kenneth Russell as the PNP's representative for St. Ann South Eastern, a constituency that has only voted PNP in its history. MP Lisa Hanna, who survived the last election by 32 votes, is not seeking re-election. The police have charged a reputed gang leader who was held on a school compound on Easter Monday with a modified Glock 19 and 50 rounds of ammunition. He is 33-year-old Orlando Grant, otherwise called Rufus or Glasses Man, from Grandspen in St. Andrew. His arrest follows years of attempts by the security forces. Mr. Grant has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Mr. Grant was being sought for serious crimes, including a triple murder committed in 2022 in the Morgan Lane community. He reportedly told the police that he found the gun inside the school. The weapon was modified with an Invisi switch plate designed to make the weapon fire automatically and is more popularly referred to as a chip Glock. 3 people have been charged with abducting a 13-year-old Clarendon girl who police allege was taken to participate in a supposed religious ritual dubbed 3 Days of Darkness. The child was allegedly abducted on April 7 and rescued on April 15 by investigators assigned to the National Strategic Anti-Gang Division of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch CTOC. The accused persons have been identified as 60-year-old Byron Hunter, a welder and religious leader, 35-year-old Donna Mae Taylor, and 38-year-old Roshea Hunter, all from Ewaton in St. Catherine. According to investigators, the teen was allegedly taken from her home in 4 Paths without the knowledge or consent of her mother. A missing person report was filed, prompting a probe that led police to a home in Ewaton where the girl was found. 2 other children were also discovered at the premises and were later found to be unregistered for school. One of the accused persons is the child's aunt, who is also believed to be the mastermind behind the abduction. All 3 are scheduled to appear in the Home Circuit Court on April 28. Pope Francis, the first head of the Roman Catholic Church from Latin America, died on Easter Monday. He was 88. The Vatican said the Argentine died of a stroke and subsequent heart failure. He is to be buried on Saturday in a simple, unadorned tomb to accord with his request. Pope Francis twice almost died when hospitalized with severe pneumonia in February. Following his funeral, cardinals will meet to elect a new pope. And that's it for this edition of Jamaica Now, your weekly review of the big news stories. Send us your comments at onlinefeedback@gleanerjm.com. Follow us on X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram at Jamaica Gleaner, and on Facebook at Gleaner Jamaica. Like this video on our YouTube page, turn on your notifications, and subscribe today. I'm Jovan Johnson.